Hi there. My name's Nick. Welcome. And welcome to Clean Sober channel. My name is Nick, and I just wanted to talk a little about something about self-gratitude. Something that we need to get into a little more when it comes to recovery. Something that gets us out of a funk, so to speak. So let's get out of the funk and into gratitude. And let's talk more about it right after this. Hi, my name is Nick. Thanks for staying. I'm an addict. I'm not a professional, so all my topics are based on my experience, strength, and hope as a recovering addict, just staying clean and sober one day at a time. All right. So today I want to just touch base a little bit about getting out of a funk and what to do, because in reality, it happens to all of us. It doesn't matter if we're an addict or not. Like, it doesn't matter if we're somebody that's just trying to stay clean and sober for just one day or 2 days or whatever. We find that you easily can get yourself into a funk. Why? Because a lot of it is negative thinking. And when this thinking pattern comes in, and it's something that happens to most of us, and I know that myself, I get myself into a situation. I know before I was in recovery and during recovery, like right now, being sober and clean, I find that it is so easy to get into that funk. But as a person that's been clean and sober for a while, I can at least identify it and then try to correct it. And to do so, it's really simple. And it's funny because I'm inspired by this individual, and in recovery lingo, he's my sponsor. And maybe to make it easier for a non-recovering addict from 12-step programs, it's a person who's like a mentor. So let's put it this way. This guy, my mentor, he's provided me some really good insight. And I know I've heard him share over and over again that this is something that he uses, and it seems to solve pretty much everything. And it's called love. And he says this so many times. And he shared this. And this information that he shared to me, I just listened, but I was trying to understand where it could be applied. I find that when we're really beating on ourselves, whether it's, finding that, oh, I hate myself, I hate my life, and you get into this funk pattern, this pattern of negative processing on yourself, like self-loathing and self-hatred and not liking yourself, it's easy. I know everybody out there, including yourself, you start hating your life. Oh, I hate my job. I hate my body. And so we start working out. But the more you think about it, and it's pretty simple. If you think about it, the more you say, oh, I hate my body. I hate how my body looks. I hate how, my job, it doesn't pay. I hate my bank account. I hate all these things about life. Now, it doesn't have to be about all aspects of that situation. It could be just something as simple as you saying, oh, I just hate my job. And you keep saying it every day in, day out, you hate your job. Or you are the person that says, oh, I hate my body. I hate everything about it. If you think about it, it's quite simple. The more you hate something, the more energy and focus is on hating what you've done. It's just, oh, you hate your body, but the more hate, that's what you're going to get. It's almost as if the universe is just going to say, granted, you're going to get back what you seem to focus on most, the hate. And that is something that you need to break that pattern. And I listened to my this mentor of mine, and he always emphasizes about love. And in recovery, we hate ourselves. As an addict, I always hated myself. So what you need to do, as if you're in recovery or trying to gain that sobriety is to stop that thinking. You got to stop focusing on the hate and start focusing on the love. The love creates a new pattern in your brain and in your surrounding environment in the universe. The universe is going to grant you love. Quite simply, you just got to stop focusing on what you hate so much and start focusing on what you love. Say, okay, well, your body's not perfect, and that's the thing. My body absolutely is not perfect. It's work in progress. But one thing I mentioned in a video before, that you got to tell yourself how much you love yourself. You got to tell yourself that you love yourself. You start doing this on a daily regimen of just looking in the mirror, looking yourself straight in the eyes and say, I love you. Doing that will help you on this part, or this little path, this little journey to get you on the right thinking and get you away from that negative funk, hatred, all that stuff. It may not happen overnight. It may not happen within days or months. However, you need to start focusing on that, because once you start doing that, you will start seeing changes in your thinking pattern. The funk won't be as, maybe say, for example, if you have a funk that lasts you a week on end because you hate the way you feel, you hate the fact that the way you look, however, you still eat junk food. But if you start loving yourself and you start saying, okay, I'm going to work out. I love who I am today, and I'm going to love working out. I'm going to love exercise. I'm going to love eating healthy. These are the things that you need to do to start getting yourself on the right path. Stop focusing on the hating or the negative and start focusing on the positive. Giving yourself a break, just creating an atmosphere of gratitude and love. You start doing this, it'll be so much easier to stay away from the negative pattern that comes across when you are trying to stay away from the dope and the alcohol, because these are the things that will bring us back into our old addict behaviors. And to do so, we need to start thinking positive. However, I do know that I used to think, oh my God, I can't get a job. I'm horrible. I'm unemployable. Well, if I keep saying I'm unemployable, nobody's going to hire me because I'm a drug addict. Well, those are the things that's going to happen. You start saying that and you start focusing on that. That's what's going to happen. You are not going to get a job. You're going to end up becoming a using addict again, or you're going to start drinking and getting drunk all the time and become unemployable. You will become that person you don't want to be, however you keep focusing on that. I used to mentor a couple people, and I remember of which this one specific individual, I used to help him, and I tried so hard, and all he would focus on was, well, what about the drugs? I want to know about the drugs. I want to know about the drinking and how you used your drugs and how you drank and where and when. Well, it's not about that. It absolutely is not about that. And if that's what you're going to focus on, so be it. Go out there. There's a door. You're not done yet. I hate to say it that way, but for me, time is so important. I'm not going to waste time on anybody that does not want to change their life. However, come to me and talk to me. And if you take my suggestions that I give by saying, look, you need to stop focusing on the negative, stop focusing on the using, stop focusing on the drinking, stop focusing on the drugs, and start focusing on the positive things, working, supporting family, getting yourself through the day to day, every day. Those are the things that I want to see. I do not want to hear about, oh, I hate my life and I did this and that and I can't stand who I am today. Well, that's not what it's all about. However, I am there for an individual or anybody that wants to change their life, but I can't hold anybody's hand that wants nothing in life but to focus on the negative and just stay in their funk. Anyways, for me today is just to say, look, you need to get out of the funk. You need to start focusing on gratitude. You need to start focusing on love. And you need to start focusing on the positive things. Start seeing yourself in as hope in the future. Start seeing yourself. Create an image of yourself of where you're going to be tomorrow or where you're going to be next year. Because if you start focusing on those things, the positive, you will be granted those. However, you may not, say you don't achieve that. However, the journey getting there, as long as you stayed positive, was fulfillment. It's not always about the end game. It's always about the journey. And that's what recovery is all about. That's what being sober is all about. That's what being clean and sober is all about. It's about the journey. If we start focusing on the end game, then it never gets achieved. Well, what then? What do you think about? I'm going to say, oh, you know what? This is horrible. I did what you said, and you said, well, it's gonna happen. Well, I never said that's going to happen. What I'm saying is you need to focus on getting yourself where you see yourself, and then find out or just take a look at the journey where you got there and how you got there. And along the way, you're going to see, hey, all these great things start happening. You may not end up seeing yourself as this spot tomorrow or next year, but you may see yourself over here in another positive outlook or some kind of experience, or something's happened. These are the things that we need to focus on. We need to stop hating on ourselves. Stop being so awful to our own selves, because we've gotten this far. You can get a little further by just saying, look, I love myself. Like I said, do it in the mirror. Say to yourself, to your face, I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Try that every day. Things will start happening. May not be immediate, maybe a little bit short term, maybe the long term, but you got to keep focusing on that. Things will get better. Being clean and sober is just a different way of life. It's like eating cleaner food. It's like staying away from the deep fried, greasy foods that we try to avoid because they're not good for our body. Drugs is not good for our body. And heavy use of alcohol, absolutely not good for our body. So why are we doing that to ourselves? Start focusing on positive. Start focusing on what kind of career you're going to have. Start focusing on an education. Just leave all the other noise behind. That's it for me today. I just wanted to keep this short and simple as usual. And I'm going to keep posting videos every Monday morning. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. But if you like this video, click like. And if you want to subscribe and, catch up on every video that I post every week, that'd be fantastic. Subscribe, click the bell icon so that you can be notified. And I'm going to close it with this. Just remember, being clean and sober, or recovery, is not a sprint. It is a journey. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.